everyone, welcome back to CSE Core Concepts. In my last video on linked list, I have discussed about the need of dynamic memory allocation and the use of a linked list and what are the paths and how to create a node. Okay, so now here we are going to discuss about the various operations on the linked list. So the various operations which can be performed on a linear link on linked list are traversal through the list. Okay, so I have a huge linked list and I can go through all the elements from the linked list. In that traversal, I may search some elements from the linked list or I may count. Okay, so if I have a linked list of students' marks and I want to count how many students are getting more than 95 marks. So I have to traverse through all the elements of the linked list, and if the element value is greater than 95, I will set a counter value to its increment. That is how I can count the elements of the linked list. If I want to search a particular element from the linked list, same way I will traverse through the linked list and search whether the element is found or not. Then of course I can insert a new element in the linked list and I may delete the existing records from the linked list. So while inserting from the into the linked list, I can have various cases like the new element which I want to insert into the linked list can be inserted in the front of the linked list or in any middle or any specific location or at the end of the linked list. Same for deletion. If I want to delete any existing record from the linked list, I may delete from the front of the list or from middle or from the end of the list. Okay. So let us see some of the operation on the linked list. Let us say either traversing, counting, printing or searching. All these four operations require the same logic, right? So now when you want to traverse through the elements, let's say here I am assuming that already my list is created. Okay, so I am defining a node. How do you define a node? I had told you in my last video. If you have missed that video, please go back, see that video so that it will be easier for you to understand how to create a node. Right, so a node contains two elements as I told you. One is the data part and another is the address of the next location. So this is how I can create a node. Now, I may not create only one node, right? I have to create many nodes. This is not a creation. Actually, struct node is defining a node. And actually, to create a node, we can write as star new node of type. New node is of type struct node. New node star malloc. Okay, so what is malloc? Memory allocation. This is what is the beauty of dynamic memory allocation. It provides us certain functions like memory allocation at runtime. Let's say malloc size of struct node. So using this code snippet, what we will get is that a node will be created. The type of the node will be same as that of struct node. That means a node will be created having two partitions, data and next. Okay, and the size of that new node will be the same size as that of that structure. Now, I want to add an element into that node, right? So new node of data. This symbol or this way of writing I have discussed in my previous video. So new node of data is the new data. New data is some value, okay, which you are providing. And new node of next is null. Why null? Because I am just now creating only one node. Okay, so when I am creating only one node, I don't have a reference to the next node. So the address value here will be null. Okay, so now if I am traverse this way, I can create more nodes, right? Understood? So I can write this structure in a for loop and node to next, I can create certain more nodes, right? Now if I want to traverse to the nodes, what will I do? So one node, the first node which I have created, the first node of the list will be called as the head node, right? So it has a data part and the next. Next will point to the next node. Next of the second node will point to the third node and so on, right? So I will traverse head till I reach null. And what will I do? Let's say I'm printing the values, right? So I can say print head of data. So head of data, the first element will be printed. Then head will move to the next node. That is head is equals to head to next. So second node, it will point to my second node. Second node's data will be printed. Third node's data will be printed until head becomes null, right? So this is how you can traverse and print the elements. Now let's say if you want to insert or delete any item in the front of the node. So let us say already I have created this linked list, and now I am given where 10, the first node having value 10 is the head. Okay. Now I am given a problem that I want to insert a new node 5 with a value 5 in the beginning of the list. So what is the first thing I need to do? I have to create a node having value 5. So how do you create a node? Last slide I explained, by using the malloc function. So using the malloc function I created a new node. The value assigned is 5. Okay. Now I have to set this node before 10. 10 is my head, correct? So before 10 I have to set it. Now when I am putting 5 before 10, so the node having value 5, the address will be pointing to the current head. Okay, and 5 will become the head. So make the next of this new node point to the current head. So 5 का जो next है, that will point to the current head. So new node of next is equals to head. Who is the current head? 10. Okay, and new node has now become your head. That is 5 has become your head, right? So now the list looks like this: 5, 10, 20, 40. Clear? So 5's next has become 10, okay, and 5 has been allocated as the head node. Now if I want to delete this first node, what will I do? Okay, I will have to remove 5, right? So before removing 5, I have to cut this logical link. How to cut this logical link? To cut this logical link, I have to make 10 as the head, right? So head is currently 5. So head of next will become my current head. So who is head of next? 10. 10 is heads of next. So 10 will become my current head. Okay, and I can free my current head. So for that I can store my current head in some temporary variable, say temp is equals to head. So the node value having 5 is stored in the temp variable. Now head to next is equals to the head. So 5 was my head, its next element, that is 10, has become my current head, and I can free. This free function is also available with dynamic memory allocation, which helps us to release the memory which is no more in use. So this link will be broken and 10 will become my head. Okay, so it is very simple for inserting or deleting from the front. You just have to set the logical links. Okay, so if you want to insert, you create a new node, make its next to the current head, and the logical link is created. If you want to delete, you break that link by making the next node as the head and free that allocation area. Okay, so that's all about insertion and deletion in the front of the linked list. In my next video, we will discuss about insertion and deletion from the middle position. Okay, how to delete from the middle position of a linked list. So stay tuned to CSE Core Concepts, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.